We are in approximately the same location that we fished 2 days ago for giant creek carp. So get this out a little bit closer to the rods. Let's see, I'm gonna try to get this all set up. We're on a little tiny table, and I need to get it level so we're not dealing with this all day. So I expect to be busy today. We didn't get any baits in the water yet. I wanted to make sure everything was going to work in this location. Let me know how the signal looks. Once the sun pops out a little more, they'll light those rods up a lot better than they are right now. But if the action's like it was a couple days ago, you'll see me run into them real soon. Bud Files, welcome in, good morning. Am I the only one that's been having issues with going live? I've been setting them up, getting the external battery hooked up right now. You're gonna see some bumping, hold on. I set the live up as horizontal. It says it's gonna be horizontal. I go to pop up and it tries to go vertical on me and I can't do anything about it. It's really, it's driving me up a wall, to be honest with you. Amanda, welcome in. Myra, I think I saw Myra. Yep, there's buying space. Welcome, welcome. Let me get this baited up and get it in the water. Let's get cracking here. It's a proven fact that carp like Hawaiian shirts, so I'm wearing my Hawaiian shirt once again. While I was setting up, one jumped out there already, so I'm going to cast over to that spot, which is a little bit below where we are now. And the other one will go straight out in front. Give me a moment, I'll be back to chat as soon as I get all these lines in the water here. They're jumping like crazy today, guys. I don't know if you can see it out there, just going crazy out there. Usually it takes 40 minutes. I don't think it'll take long today. We decided to rest these fish yesterday and go somewhere else. So yesterday was a slow day. We did get a catfish, which was fun. But I expect close to double digits today of carp, if not more than that. You never know, the bite could be completely off too. Just because we know we're on them doesn't mean they're going to eat. Wish I had bells because I think they're going to be ringing today. Get my tools. I may even weigh them today. If I can land them and have them out in the water like I did Tuesday, there's no reason why I won't weigh them today. And then we can give out stickers for closest weight without going over or something like that. Make it a little fun. I hear a bell somewhere in my bag. Let me dig it out here. I got my push-ups done. You know, I got to tell you about my workout. That's how I keep myself honest. And if you don't hear me tell you about the workout, you can ask me, because it probably means I didn't do it and I was lazy. But I got 90 push-ups done this morning and a 4-mile run. Kind of started real slow in the run, but then my 3rd mile was good. Chasing another runner down the trail, and then I kind of blew myself up. My 4th mile was slow. But breakfast, get me some, Terry. Look, I'm about to dig in, man. I just got done my workout. Climbed down to the spot. This is not an easy spot. Oh man, emergency tooth extraction. Rough, man. That is rough. That is no fun, and no apologies needed, man. Stewart's falling apart. He broke a tooth as well. No doubt all that monster is wearing away your teeth. No, I'm just kidding. Curbside, welcome in, welcome in. Got 7 in, 7 thumbs up. Thank y'all. We've trained you guys well. Bulk's in. Stewart's in. Who else did I miss? Tim Ferris, welcome in, buddy. Oh, they're jumping, guys. They're jumping like crazy. Sue's in. Awesome, awesome, guys. Let me try to get something in my mouth before we start catching fish here. We've got the pack bait with the fake corn. Same recipe. I add a little bit of anise, coriander, and vanilla to the mix. We got rush hour traffic up on the highway. It'll get quiet once that rush hour's done. People going to work not knowing this little hole is even down here. Big old jackhammer. Spitting chicklets. When I lose a tooth, it's like a big ordeal. Kevin, man, he just has a loose tooth. He goes in and just yanks that thing out. He'd rather yank that thing out and eat a steak than have to eat soup for a week. On the bright note, I'll have plenty of time to support the channel. There you go. Going to do something a little bit different at the very end of the live today, if it works. I'll probably end all my lives this way from now on, if it works. I saved it on my other phone, which doesn't have internet, but I think I downloaded it so I can see it regardless. We'll find out. That's all I'm going to say, because it may not work. Come over, after party 2 p.m. at Stewart's. Most days that's what we're doing, unless we have another shark member that wants to jump in on the rotation. Maybe Wendy will want to do it one day. I'm not going to swim. No, I would not be strongly opposed. Last time we were here, I did go all the way across. I went all the way across to about 10 feet. I hooked my 10th one, and it ran all the way up and snagged me up on the other side. And I was pretty committed to hitting double digits. I believe Skeeter, welcome in Skeeter. I believe Skeeter's going to be live tonight. Car camping, is that still on? He was going to car camp up in Centralia, I believe. What was up with that cemetery in the woods, man? That was a little creepy. Did you get any info on that? Skeeter put out a video. He was walking through the forest and there was like a cemetery in there. You need to get Bud Files on that one. They'd give you the history of it. We may go below and above today. We might jump around a bit. We'll just see how the holes. I was hoping the sun would be up enough that I could see in the water coming in, but it just wasn't. It was all shadows. I think tomorrow we're going to come to this area, but I'm going to explore. I'm going to bring the ultralight. I'm going to explore further down the creek. And I'll take the carp gear as well. And we'll work our way up. Well, it'll be mainly carp fishing again, but I want to see how deep those holes are below us. There's a spot where this used to be a dam going across, and the water used to flow to the right of it, looking downstream. And then when they blew the dam out, the water went to the left of it. But there's still water down that right path. It was like a 30-foot canal. And there's still some holes down there that look like they'd be pretty darn deep. And I can remember 10, 15 years ago, riding my bike down when there was an old rail line there. I remember seeing a ton of carp cut off from the rest of the water. I'm just curious what's down that way these days. Car camp for Skeeter. He has to plan it out yet. Okay. Mom and Sons Train Rail Fans is in the house. I'm going to be over on their channel tonight, I believe, at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tammy asked me to be a guest on her panel. I'll be there. Hopefully we won't get too interrupted by the kids. My wife has back to school night, so she'll be with the boys, or she'll be with the teachers. I'll have both boys. I'll tell you, we popped up last night. We didn't do a live last night. There was a few people that were going live already, and Wednesday night is like a creek. If we do anything Wednesday night, it's for the our members, the Chubs and Shark members. So what I did, which was really cool, I thought we'd just catch 1 or 2 fish, but we kept catching them. I put out immediate shorts with like no editing. As soon as I could get the camera on, I just filmed it till we let the fish go. We ended up with some good stuff. We got a real nice smallmouth bass. We got a lot of smallies, but one real big one Kevin caught. I got a decent one. And then another huge fall fish, which is one of my favorite fish. Yeah, welcome in Tammy and Ray. Hope you guys are doing good. It's 2 p.m. Oh, okay. Oops. Why did I think it was 7? 2 p.m. works even better for me. But I didn't realize it was 2 p.m. I'll be there. That's still fine. There's ATC. Yeah, sorry, I had my last live. Is anyone else having that issue? I know Stuart had it. You set a thumbnail. You choose orientation to be horizontal. A couple days go by. Right on the right, starting to go. You go to set up, and it wants you to go vertical. And then as soon as you try to fight it, it just keeps telling you to rotate your device. I don't know why it's doing it. Can't figure out how to fix it. What you mean about me drinking Monster? That stuff is good for you. Oh, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UK time. All right, I'm sorry. I got that all wrong. I confused Stuart yesterday. All right, backtrack. Good luck, buddy. Hope everything goes well. We'll check in on you after. Terry B, what's going on? Yeah, ATC's right. YouTube is pushing the vertical stuff. Almost forcing you into it with the way you can't even do a horizontal thumbnail, it seems now. You know how to fix it? All right, well, I'm not going to try fixing it right now. You can tell me your secret later. Yeah, I know most folks are watching on the phone. Every time I do a poll, everybody wants horizontal by far. It was over 80% wanted, and I had 30 some responses. Over 80% wants it horizontal. And my watch times are about 20 minutes when we go horizontal versus 22 seconds. And monetization's not even close. The horizontals are way better. So of course they want you vertical, right? I do show up really good on the short feeds though. So I do want to do it. White rod's going, guys. White rod just had a good tap. So I'm just going to kind of use it as advertising, get my name out there and hit some people that may not know I exist. But I'm not going to do it too often. Yep. Some people watch on laptop for sure. Just have to find your niche and see where you fit in, I guess. There's enough people that hate vertical, and I hear it all the time. I hate vertical. I won't watch vertical. There's enough of them. They might have a home over here. I do try to pick scenic spots, so at least you got a scenic backdrop. I sometimes do the opposite what everyone else does. "15 minutes. Yeah, that'd be a good video, Stuart. Or live. Maybe you can go live sometime. Typically there's music. What does that mean, Terry Bay? What do you mean typically there's music? You want me to get a violin out for you or what? Just get ready for the monsters. Always get hung up with your phone. Need a new one. That's kind of what Myra was saying from buying space. She has a lot of issues going live from her house. But once she's outside of her house, it's fine. It's weird. I think Rick had some issues last night too. I just think, I don't know, they're playing with something, and when they play with something, nothing works right for a while. It gets all glitchy. That keyhole, Peking Tom. Yeah. Gold sluice during my, ATC says, it really depends what you're doing. I run a gold sluice during my live, and it fits nice vertical, but the scenery looks way nicer horizontal. Yeah, there's sometimes like when you're sitting at a desk and you fill out better that way, and yeah, it's definitely times where it looks better the other way. The flag is eating stickers. Terry's breakfast is smoked tuna and smoked turkey. Smoking everything down there in Texas. From top to bottom. Oh, I guess I missed it. I don't know what to tell you, man. I tried. Reading from the top to the bottom. Hey, Lucy, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Can't keep up with the people that chat constantly. Oh, come on, fish. Let's go. That's another reason I can't stand the verticals. It just keeps sending like ridiculous comments. Don't even make sense. Got to be in the right mood for that. I can handle that maybe once a week. If I'm sitting behind like at a desk or something, that's fine. But if I'm outside watching rods, or down in the city watching my back, I've got no interest in trying to keep up with, you know, the short crowd that's just like, hey, what's on my screen? Hey, and just talking at it. I'd rather people be kind of semi-engaged a little bit. Yo, NJ, what's going on? There's Rod Wilson. Welcome, welcome. NJ, I think, is off till Monday, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's going to be going down the shore. So he's got to pack up. I don't know if that's straight up vacation or straight up fishing, but NJ's heading down the shore. It's going to be epic. I know the flounder are biting, so I'll be excited to see. Yeah, I think I do a pretty good job, Terry. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Sorry, I missed your comment once. No, I don't, Stuart. Thanks. You know, I'm not just reading chat, guys. I'm watching rods, I'm watching the water. You know, I'm not sitting here just reading. I do the best I can. Vacation, I'll fish 2 days, I think. Fluke and bluefish. Are the blues back? I know the last time I was down was like a lull. I guess the southern blues have worked their way in. I might have to go, man. I love blues. We were going to go down this weekend with Travis, who comes in my chat. He lives real close to me. The weather looked horrific, and he's got like a Monday through Friday gig. Yeah, when I was down there last time, it was maybe a month ago, and they said there was like just a lull, and they were waiting for the southern fish to arrive. So that makes sense. Yeah, they're awesome fish. I just love. They're so bright coming in. I feel like I'm down like in the Caribbean catching something. Even in that Jersey murky water, you can like see that flash coming in. Love it. Stu and Terry would like to go catch blues. Lucy Warrens. Got 16 awesome people in here. 14 thumbs up. Don't forget to hit me a thumbs up, please. I think it took us about 40 minutes last time before they woke up. Hey, Steve Johnson, what's going on, buddy? Seltzer maniac. I know, I saw him. I saw he upgraded the seltzers. I peek in there when I can. 10 to 15 blue on lighter line will kick some rear. Now, do you use a leader? I was using like 15-pound mono, and then I switched to 30, and I didn't really get any break-offs. Maybe once I broke off, once we switched over to 30. But everyone else was telling me to use like metal leader. Like, I feel like I'm not going to catch anything if I put a metal leader on. No worries, Bob. It's time for me to get busy recording a mail call. I picked up over 10 packages today. Holy cow. Man. There's Skeeter's link, ATC. Get Skeeter's going car camping if he can get his butt in gear today. I know we're on the fish. You can't make them bite, but I know we're right on them. They were rolling out there real good. Seen 4 or 5 roll out there now. I was going to bring the 3rd rod, but I was like, you know what? If all 3 rods go down, it's just not, it's not good. It's all I can handle. 2 is all I can handle. I got 2 arms. I'm going to lose a rod, or I'm going to screw up a fish. If it turns into a slow day, then I'm going to be mad I didn't bring the 3rd rod and stick it 50 yards down the bank. That worked pretty good on Monday. When I was out here with Hapless Angler, we just stuck the 3rd one real far away at a different hole. And we picked up 2 on that rod too. So. But this chat's going way too fast to do that. I tie right to a 20-pound leader. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what I would use. I have 20 and 25 trilene that I use for catfish, and I'd probably just throw that on. But, well, I don't know. I'd probably want to use clear mono or something. Not the high-vis stuff. Yeah, no metal. That's what I use for muskie, but sometimes they don't even want it. You end up having to go to like the 100-pound or 200-pound mono leader. There's Raptor Will, welcome in. Awesome member right there. I'm in class right now. You're still live at 12:20. I'll be returning at that time. Oh, Skeeter, you're catfishing tonight? Is that what you're doing? Even better. Even better. There's Stuart's link right there. Stuart the Fish Whisperer. Rod on the right wants to go. ATC's always on the rod. Oh, white rod's gone, baby. Get down there. Get down. A lot of slack. On it. Breakfast bell just went off for him. The breakfast bell must have just went off. They both started shaking. It shouldn't be long. I brought these studded things I use to run on the ice. I'm going to see if they rip out here in this mud stuff instead of breaking my neck running for these rods. I'll wait till I break my neck, then I'll put them on. Yeah, we don't have a lot of wind right now. The last couple of times we were here, the wind was really breaking up the surface. It's a long straightaway of this creek. It's actually just a little creek, but this is a deep hole in it. Used to be a real nice dam before they got crazy and knocked all the dams down here. Slip and slide's pretty bad. Oh, there's my cleats. I'm gonna see if they work. It's not much, but this isn't like mud. It's like a hard rock. It might work. Sure is working. They hook nice right on my Crocs. Oh yeah, that's gonna work nice. I'll still fall. I'll probably still fall, don't worry. 19 thumbs up, appreciate it. 15 folks in here, sweet. The slip and slide. Hey PK, new friend. Just met you this morning, Eddie Lugos. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I'm hoping it's good. It should be good. We're on top of them. The light's lighting up the trees, Terry. The low light is perfect right now. It makes it look pretty. As it creeps over, you'll be able to see the rods better, but right now it's like kind of scenic. They're probably like ice fishing cleats. I run a lot, and in the wintertime, the rail trail sometimes turn to solid ice. And like when I raced up in Alaska, there's long sections where you'd have to get off and walk across, just solid ice, no snow on it, just solid ice. And these things work good because they're just little pins that stick out and bite in. And there's not a ton of them, so it's nice and smooth on your feet. You don't get blisters or nothing like that. There's NJ's link. Thanks for dropping that one, Stuart. NJ's heading down the shore. Gonna do some salt water next week. I am totally jealous. I know he's gonna be eating good food too. He's always posting food pics. Brought my sweatshirt today. I'm not making the same mistake I made 2 days ago, freezing my butt off out here. Corkers are the shoes that bite. Yeah, a lot of shoes will bite, but it's whether they're comfortable. And you run 1,000 miles on foot. You need to know what you're putting on your foot. These things are awesome. Well, it was in the 40s. It was in the 40s overnight. Could have sworn I heard a voice here, creeping me out. Temps overnight got down into the 40s, and it's been getting up into about 70. So real nice days. But you got to cross the creek about waist deep to get here. There's a creek crossing, so once I cross that, I get soaked. And the breeze, you can kind of get a little chilly. The Fahrenheit here, PK, too. I'm not sure if I said that. I didn't catch nothing yet. 2 taps, about ready to rebait and throw out there. They're out there for sure. They're going to turn on. I think it's just a matter of time. They're going to turn on. I put bug spray on. I'm not messing around with your cousins today, Skeeter, Mike. Yeah, it won't show up on camera. I'm not going to try showing you, but I'm all lit up. I got bumps all over me. Our overnight lows are freezing 76 in Tampa. You're one of those Florida people. All right. Lucy saying hi to Bolt. Yeah, no worries. I sometimes will keep a list going too, Lucy. That's why it's good to if you do meet someone new, initiate with them and then make sure you follow up with them like a week later, you know, and vice versa, because chances are one of you will get unsubbed and that's your opportunity to connect back then. I'll wait another 9 minutes, 40 minutes, and then we'll rebait and we'll launch them back out again. Hey, Retired Rick, welcome in, welcome in. Mosquitoes have been terrible this year. It's almost like we got a second crop of them. That's kind of how it is here. All things country. They got, you know, we had a pretty hot summer. I think it killed them all off. And then we had like 2 weeks of real cool weather, a couple days of rain, and then like just nice, cool, beautiful weather, but the skeeters are horrendous. Skeeter's happy about this. I know they have a lot of mosquito stuff going up in New England, Terry. I was, Buddy Biggs was saying that they had like a curfew up there from like an hour before sunset overnight. You're not supposed to be out. There's always drama this time of year. Right before the election, there's always some type of drama on both sides. It's like one side will say something, the other side has to retaliate. It's so dumb. Army helicopter upstream. Everyone's saying hi to Rick. Rick had his hump day. It's on every Wednesday night. Yeah, hump day. Wednesday night. Yo, Steve Johnson. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome to the Minnows. Got a new member today. That is awesome. Welcome aboard, bro. We do a 15th giveaway. And we go live every Monday just for the members. So we'll be out all day and always open to figure out what you guys want me to fish for. Within reason. But yeah, welcome in. Got a lot of member-only stuff already out on the page. You can peruse that. But welcome in. We will definitely be doing some pop-up chats with everybody. We put out a ton of content, you might see. Easy to put out a ton of content when that's all you do is fish. I'll fish all day. My kids will go home from school. We'll do homework, and then we're usually fishing again. They don't do baseball, soccer, football, hockey. They both like to fish. Yeah, sure thing, Rick. Wish I could stay longer. I usually fall asleep before yours is over, so it's just late for me. I get up early. Yeah, I like a tight line, bro. I told you that. I like a tight line, man. Yeah, we try to keep the politics off of here. Somebody will get fired up. It might be me. Somebody will get fired up. The problem with it today, man, everybody gets divided and all feathers of the same bird. Keep it fishing related or outdoors related. What we got? 5 minutes, we'll rebait. We'll get these baits back out there. I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna start thinking about moving up, and then they're gonna start going off again. Thank you, Matt. Dirty Mag. I watched you a little bit yesterday. You were cruising out, I guess, doing your metal detecting stuff. Looked like you were going under like a big pipe or something, and I think you hooked something you said you didn't want to mess with. I thought you were fishing at first because I didn't really pay attention to whose channel I was on. And I was like, oh wait, he's fishing for metal. Alright, we've had a tap. Let's just check them now. I don't mind throwing extra bait out there early in the session. Pack bait is really just legally chumming the water anyway. For the first hour, really all we're doing is feeding turtles till they get full. Once all the turtles are full, there'll be some food out there for carp. Skeeter, I'll show you in a second why I keep these tight. I already stuck this hook in. So, for demonstration purposes, that won't suffice. I'll show you on the white grass. Just my theory. Like I said, if I get outfished by somebody fishing right next to me, you better believe I'll be listening to what they do and taking their advice. So then I kind of do what works for me. This is why I'm getting an aquarium. Well, I got the aquarium, still setting it up in my basement for winter time for the Tuesday night tips. I'm going to demonstrate a lot of this stuff in there underwater. So here's my theory. Hope you're watching. I could be wrong, but this is obviously, like, this is the lead, right? That's sitting on the ground. This is the fake corn. It sits in the pack bait. The fake corn floats, so it'll be a pile of bait with this floating up. They're going to do is they're going to take this, right? And if they just start running, right, what's going to happen, no matter how smooth you think this is, it's going to pick it up. They're going to feel the resistance. They're going to throw it. They're not going to get hooked. I like it tight like this, so when they pick it, it does this little flop thing, and I feel like it hooks them better that way. So it's kind of just like bam, right in, immediate hook set. Now I know you can let it slide. Like you can, if you wanted to put a little bit slack in it, you could let it slide a little bit more and then put a stopper. But again, every time I try that, I feel like that, they feel it. I feel like my hookup ratio is much better keeping it tight. Now, if you're doing the horizontal thing, the European style, and you're going lightweight, no drag, that's different. But once you add that heavy method feeder on, I think you got to go with the tight line. I do the same in catfishing, and I know that's probably more like 50-50. People argue with that. Like, cats will pick something up, you know, and swim around with it pretty aggressively. Carp is I don't want to make cat fishermen angry, but I feel like carp are smarter. Definitely more line shy, that's for sure. That's just like my opinion, man. Better stay hydrated. Yeah, the more members we build up, the more cool member stuff we can do. And I love going live and doing all the public stuff, but you know, every time you deal with that, you open yourself up to a lot of trolls and things like that. And when I'm sitting there fishing with kids, it's just a big distraction. And I really like the nighttime lives when I go live and I just do member only. And sometimes it's only a certain class of members, so it narrows the field down. Let's see where we at. Catch up. Yep, there's mad yankers. Drag tight. I keep it not super tight, but tight enough that it's going to hook up right away. And then I'll tighten it down a little bit if I need to, depending on where I fish. There's spots in here with so much structure that you have to have it pretty much maxed out, but just light enough where it won't break. There's good current out here. There's real good current ripping. 150-year-old cannonballs. Holy cow. I heard you yelling cannonball, but I wasn't sure what that was. So cannonballs are magnetic, right? Because we found something in our creek and they told us it was grape shot, but I don't think they're magnetic. So I don't know. I think it might have been rocks from a mill or something. I don't really know. I meant to drag. Yeah, pretty darn tight. Pretty darn tight. How's everyone doing? Raptor Will said. Skeeter's having a better day. That's good, man. That's good. Skeeter's doing well. Caught my PB smallmouth bass on Tuesday. You saw Kev's last night. He had a nice one too. Awesome. It's so cool. They fight so hard, man. Kev's PB was in pretty strong current too. He got all pumped up. We got white rods shaking out there a little bit. Let's go. Let's get a fish in here. It's time for a fish. Still happy about that. I'm going back to where I caught it with a friend on the 28th. Nice. Sometimes it's just the right place at the right time. Like where we fished last night, we've gone there a few times throughout the summer and maybe caught one bass each time. Last night we probably caught 10, you know, solid fish there, including a huge Pennsylvania tarpon, which was awesome. Fall fish. Yeah, Stuart, I'm gonna, I won't be going over that one today because I'll be over with Tammy, unfortunately. I screwed up the time. She is going live 2 p.m. Eastern. She meant 7 your time. I thought she meant 7 our time. I'll try to set up 2 devices though, so I'll probably pop back and forth. I was out there all morning, then I bought shiners around noon, 2:45 caught another one. Yeah, they feed up this time of year. They feed big, they get hungry. We were fishing mainly, we were using Dave's jigs from Double Hook Angling. And as always, we had one rod between the two of us. We were just taking turns. And whoever wasn't fishing was catching bait. So we were catching crayfish and hellgrammites. And that's what we caught them all on. Yeah, you fight them in current, man. It's, you know, they're smart fish. They can use that, especially early in the fight. I say from start to finish, carp are the hardest fighting fish. But if I would say the first like 10 seconds of a fight, I'd say smallies. They're just like a bulldog. As soon as you hook them, they try to get to the rock that they came out from under. Paul's in the house. Welcome in, P&B Catfishing. Good morning to you. Hope you're well. I think I'm caught up. Chat's flying there. 14 people in the house. I'm gonna put my sweatshirt on. Still waiting on the first takedown. I don't really believe in moon phases, but there's definitely bite windows. What controls the bite window, I really don't think anybody understands it, predicts it. I know they think they have different ideas of, you know, when they're going to bite and why that is, but you know, I used to study the moon phases when hunting, and I never saw any. I didn't see any evidence that it worked at all. Hey, there is First Time Casting Adventures. Welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Says hello, Anyfin, and everybody in chat. Just pulling a tick out of my leg here. Hey, you guys. If I can say without trying to sound stupid, I will go live now and send people back over. They can come and go as they want. Yeah, I don't care, man. That's cool. That's fine. My white rod's going. My white rod's going, guys. Take that, Stewie. Come on, take it down, baby. Come on. That was a lame bite. That was a lame bite. What kind of bite was that? I hope it's not going to be one of those days where they start biting soft and everybody starts second guessing my tackle. You know, the same exact setup that demolished them 2 days ago. I'll take a Milky Way, Skeeter. You handing out candy? There we go. Come on. That could be a turtle. He's on. I wonder if that's a bullhead. I've never caught a bullhead down here, but they're in here. I'm keeping an eye on that. That may go down, guys. That white rod is getting ready. Hey, John Boys, welcome in. Thanks for coming over here. Appreciate it, buddy. Staring at that white rod at the moment. Kind of did us. It started going down and then it didn't. But he's still tugging occasionally. He's sitting there eating the pack bait, whatever it is. We very well may be feeding turtles still. We get a lot of bumps and not takedowns. I'll just keep throwing bait out there. I'll keep the casts going. Until those turtles had enough. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Yeah, connect around, guys. Connect around. $18 awesome people in here. 23 thumbs up. We're fishing same waters that we caught 10 at 2 days ago. We rested it yesterday, and then we figured we'd come back and see if we can get on good again today. Now, it's a big area, so they can spread out. It's a big creek, an old dam, but a big straightaway with fishable water for probably half a mile. But I know there's still some out there because they were jumping. But sometimes the pod moves around and they could be at the next hole up. We'll see. We'll get them in here though. They'll come for the food eventually. Thanks. I appreciate that, John Boy. This is a spot. Took a little work to get to. Kind of hiked about 4 miles last weekend and discovered it. And you can fish the other side of it, but you can't bring them in that way with a camera. It's almost impossible. And we figured out there was a back way into this place. And then once we realized, like, oh man, you can hit that hole perfectly from over here. It was just a matter of crossing the creek and setting up and doing a little bit more work than driving to a spot and fishing out the back. Ooh, white rod again, come on. But it was worth it. Welcome in, Bella. Another member right there. Appreciate you. Yeah, as soon as I don't get a hit on that white rod for about 5 minutes, I'm gonna bring them in and recast again. It's getting stripped by something right now. Probably a turtle, the way it keeps shaking. Right, Will? Let's go, man. Let's get one on the bank early. Let's get it done. Let's get one in the first hour at least. The next time, what I'm going to do when I bring them in a couple minutes, I'm going to take this rod, I'm going to move it all the way down there. And, oh, there we go. Come on. This one's driving me nuts. That's got to be a turtle. I'll move it down there and we'll just have to do the 20-yard dash over to it if it goes down. Yo, Travis, what's going on? Some crazy. Oh, there we go. Holy cow. Oh, yeah. Woo! Some crazy squirrels behind me. Heading down river. So he was a carp. Could have sworn that was a turtle picking away at it. Will, you called it, buddy. Raptor Will called it. He wanted the takedown, he got it. Definitely a carp. I see him out there now. Nice common. Woo! Got 12-pound test on this, so can't horse them in too much. And they got soft lips. You guys know that. They got soft lips. Pull too hard, you pull them right out. Oh no, you go right into their stick, isn't it? I'll come and get you. Yeah, Dirty rat. They know how to look for structures. Oh no, back into the stick. I think that stick's big enough to save you, buddy. Saw that net and said no. Get me wet. I get wet. That's me. I think that was me. There we go, guys. Nice common. I'll try to give them a quick weight. So if you want to drop the weight that you think it is without going over, winner will get a sticker. If I don't lose them in the process. I don't do weights much, so I just have like this Walmart scale. So okay, I see what it is. I think we can use the honesty. I won't say it. I'll give you guys a chance to comment on it. Let her go. I'll get this baited and I'll cast it out, and then I'll start going down the chat. First person nearest. Caught a minnow here in the net. Yeah, the person closest to it without going over will get the sticker. If you drop me your address, I'll mail it out to you. Wait till I get this out, and then I'll tell somebody to type stop in the chat, I guess. Members, you already get stickers. Just if you want a sticker and you're a member, just shoot me your address. I'll mail them out. All right. Someone can type stop in the chat now. That would be great. I'll wait till I see stuff. All right. Thanks, Travis. He's got it. Let me go back. Three, 9. It's 11 pounds is what it weighed in at. Hey, LG Bass, you did. We've been waiting. That rod's been jiggling. Let's see, 8.6 ATC. Steve Johnson has 9.8. Anyone closer than 9.8? I think 9.8. Anyone see closer to 11 than 9.8? And that does take into account of the net. It's one of those things you can weigh it and then offset it. So the actual fish is 11 pounds. We all agree, who was it, ATC? Brandon, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? I think Steve Johnson has it. Yep, Steve Johnson, you got it, bro. If you can send me an email, you're gonna remember. Let me see if I didn't bring anything to write on. Let me try to. How am I gonna remember this? I never do this stuff. I don't normally weigh them because usually we're not, like, the area is like some areas we fish are like up on a big bank. So you got the fish out of water so darn long, but this spot just happens to be perfect. I can keep them in the water. Yeah, if you could just send me a message, Steve, I'll send it out to you. I'll give you my email. It's on my About page as well, but it's HolitnaRiverLodge@gmail.com. I know that's a mouthful, so if you just send me a message or something, remind me you got the sticker, I'll mail it out for you. But I don't want you posting your address online or anything like that, so we'll do it through email if that works. Scotch Troll sent me. I know that. Abbott, I know who that Scotch Troll is. Welcome in here, buddy. Bulk was just about to put 10.8. He was probably doing math, converting it to pounds from whatever you guys use over there. Awesome, Steve. Yeah, Holitna, it's a river in Alaska. Holitna, River Lodge, just like it sounds, @gmail.com. That's my Alaskan business. We'll have some fun anyway, make it a little bit more interesting. I know there's a ton in here. I got a good eye off that ridge coming down here. There's a ton of fish out here. Hope I didn't miss anybody in all that excitement. I know you don't have an address, Skeeter, because you're out and about. You're just out and about. Here we go, here we go. Man, as soon as Stuart left, we start catching fish. That's a good one. That's a real good one, guys. I'm maxed out here. A little bit nicer fish here. Get your guesses ready, if we can get them in. I'll try to get some line back on my reel here. Running a little low. We had one take it down to the knot on Monday. Just about to the knot. Get me tangled up. Oh, he's going to tangle my other line up. Yep, he's done. He's just made a mess of things. Just made a mess. Just got my mac and cheese out. Just started eating my mac and cheese. Now he's done and screwed it all up. come up here in the shallows. A lot of big boulders out there. I'm keeping my tip up high, trying to prevent him from wrapping me up around one of those boulders. Yeah, he's nice. He's a nicer one, for sure. You know it's going to wrap up on that. Get it out of here. Not playing that game. Come out for you, buddy. Come out, buddy. You got a big head. Yourself all hooked up, bud. All hooked up. Whew. Made a mess of things right here. Gave me a project. All right, guys, try to get your guesses in on this guy here. I'll throw in the net, get a weight on it, and closest without going over gets a sticker. What a mess. All right, let's get it back. Not getting fish slapped today. All right. I'll give you another minute. Get these lines straightened out, recast, and then I'll tell somebody to type. I'll ask somebody to type stop, but not yet. Using the honor system here. Tell you, I've been doing a lot of running. Pants are starting to fall off. I think I'm finally losing some weight. Drop my pants out here like John Parker. What a mess. That rod's still in. I hope it doesn't go down right now. I'd be in a jam. That carp will hook set me. Wow, he destroyed my hook. He destroyed my hook. Let's get this one situated. Get this one in the water first, and then we'll fix that nonsense. I'll have to put a new rig on that one. We bent that hook all up. I left the 6s on. I like 4s better for carp. I left the 6s on. I'm going to replace it with a 4 though, that's for sure. Alright, can somebody type stop in? And I'll come over before I forget the darn number. And we'll see who got closest without going over. Got one rod in at least. Okay. All right, there we go. Thank you guys. Go look, it's 12 pounds, right on the money this time. He looked a little bit heavier than 12 to me, but he weighed in at 12. Get back up. Yeah, they're biting good. Thank you for your blessings, Avid. Wendy is 10. Let's see. Bulk's over. Travis in there, 8 with 11.4. That's good. Rod just barely over rough. 4. Did we do, who said 12? LG? ATC's got 12 first, though. I got to go on my, from what I see, I've got All Things Country 12. Only one guess, guys. Just don't guess twice, please. If it becomes hard, I just won't do it. I honestly don't even like weighing fish. Squirrel Magnet, welcome in. Marilyn, welcome in. You guys snuck in here while I was hauling in some fish. Alan's Castaways, awesome. In from Manchester, England. Welcome, welcome. So I got it. Yeah, ATC. All Things Country. He's got it. So if you can send me an email and I will send you out a sticker and get your address and I'll send you out a sticker. Steve Johnson and ATC so far with the stickers. Try to remember this. I should have brought a dang pen and paper and I could just write it down, make my life a whole lot easier. And you know what? I got my other phone. I could just type a note to myself. I think I got the phone. Yeah, I got it. That's smart. I'm getting smart. You don't know how often I text myself. Sometimes I answer my text. Let's see, ATC. I'm typing it out. Spell check. And Steve Johnson. Perfect. All right. Let's see. We're doing the stickers for closest to the weights. We're kind of doing a little fun competition here. Giving them out free. Members get them free, and then if you really want one and you don't have it, just PayPal or do a super chat for like $2 and help cover the cost of shipping, and we'll get it out. Please don't start doing a Stewart. What's a Stewart? Trust me, I'll try not to, whatever it is. Yeah. Did I not give you any stickers? Yeah, Travis. I probably didn't have, well, I had them last time, but maybe before. Yeah, I always have a good stash of them. I just try not to mail them all out because, shoot, you mail 100 out, you're out like $200 these days. Let's see if I can fix this hooker, but I gotta chuck it. This is where I try to save 50 cents and I break off of my dream fish. It used to be a size 6, it looks like a size 4 now. I like it better. That's an improvement. Let me put more corn on there. Fake corn. All right. They're waking up. Bait stop. Beautiful day out here. I'm going to send this one back up stream this time, up towards that log pile. All right, it's fishing again. No worries, no worries. Well, I just need your address. As a member, I just need your address and I'll mail it out. If you can email me, I'll get the address from you that way. It's holitnariverlodge@gmail.com. It's also on the About section. Awesome, Paul. Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice spot here. I mean, I really like it. I like the fact that we kind of discovered it by hiking around. We kind of knew the spot was here. We used to always fish up around the bend. Never thought there was much down here worth fishing. That white rod's about to go down, guys. And then we're hiking up the one day back here, kind of just out playing around looking for new spots. And we came over this ridge and the sun was high in the sky and we were like, holy cow, look at all the carp in this hole. So that's why we're here. And based on, oh, there we go, down. Travis, let's go. Get down here, Travis. Woo! Come on, baby. Let's go into that big rock. I might be swimming. Oh no. Oh no. He wants that log that's out there. Trying to stop him, I might break off. There's a big, like, telephone pole size log out there, huge. Because I had one up on that 2 days ago. I had to walk all the way out there. I think I got him. Yeah. Now he's going to try to hit the rapids. If he goes on the rapids, it's going to be like chasing a salmon downriver. He's going to be gone. Yeah, just remind me, Travis. I fish with Travis quite often, especially once the trout are back in soon. Remind me, I'll give you a handful of stickers for your 50 kids. Good fish. Strong current. It's a little hard to tell, I guess. I might have to go down for this one if I don't start getting them up here. Could be a good one. Coming. Let's hope we don't get another double. I don't need that type of excitement again. You guys haven't seen the short with the double. It's worth checking out. It's pretty funny. I don't think I ever had two rods go down like exactly the same time. It looks fake. It's so simultaneous, it looks fake. Woo. It's a big fish. That's a big fish right there. One guess each this time. Oh, he's a big one. He's a big guy. Unless it's just the way the water and lights hit him, he looks big. done. What a beautiful fish. I wish I had a camera on this guy right now. The sun is hitting him. It's beautiful. Beautiful fish. Wow. He is determined to get off. Act like he's ready to come in, but I know he's not. He's going to see that net and probably head all the way back out one last time. There he goes. One last run. Big one just jumped out there. Come on, buddy. Let's go. I'll let you go. This is more like what we were catching earlier in the week here. Get them in as quick as possible, but they're that big, they're hard to force. Staying down. Come on up here, buddy. This guy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Wait till the heads roll, then you know you kind of got him. Good one, guys. This is a real good one. For here, anyway. Oh, yeah, he's a good one. Get back there, buddy. I don't want you in the net. Ooh, he's got some shoulders on him. Try it with my other arm. Ooh. He's all I can handle. Come on, buddy. Come on up here. Oh my God, guys. Woo! That is a monster. No wonder why. Starting to feel pretty weak. No wonder why. 12-pound test. That's a big one, 12-pound test. Get her unhooked, I'll bring her up. Hook was almost out too. You give her a few breaths here. Oh, guys, look at the size of this baby. Right there. Big goldfish. Get your guesses in. Closest without going over. If I can get a weight on her without her getting away. Woo. Woo. Wait till the water gets out of the scale here. And the net. All right, I got a number. One last look, guys. Beautiful common. We're gonna walk out with her a little bit. She's good. Hanging out. Let her recover right there. There she goes. Woo. That was a good one. Hopefully. All right, so somebody put stop in, and we'll see what we got here. Closest to the weight without going over. I hope that looked as big as he was. Thanks, Will. Take care, Paul. Tim, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, how's a good one? Hey, Squirrel Bro, what's going on? Hopefully somebody got stop in here. The weight's 22 pounds. He's 22 pounds. Oh, Steve's close, but he's over. Hey, fish on, Ed Evans. Ooh, 21.6 with rod. And there's the stop. I think we got. Anyone beat 21.6? He was 22. Even. As close to even as I can get on that scale. Like I said, this isn't competitive scale. But it's consistent. If we always use the same darn scale, it'll be consistent. But that was a good one, man. 22 pounds. Let me type in, I got rod on that one. Thank you for the stop, ATC. All right, Rod got it. Let me put a note to myself. Rod and Travis. I still owe Travis some. All right. 32 thumbs up, 18 people hanging out. Yeah, that was a good one right there. Beautiful fish, too. Looked like he had never even caught. Black rod starting to go. Man, it took them a whole hour to get going today, but they're rolling now. Let's get the white rod back out there. I'm serious, Ed. If you want to come up here, if you want to come out here someday, we got to do a little bit of wading to get out here. Got to cross the creek. Got to put your bathing suit on before it gets too cold. After we get a good rain, we might be done this spot for the year. This beach we're on is usually under 2 feet of water. All right. How'd you make out last night, Ed? I woke up in the middle of the night, had to run to the bathroom, and then I was, you know what? I'm gonna go out and drink a glass of water and watch your show, and I think I fell asleep like 10 minutes later. When I woke up, there was commercials on, so you definitely got your watch time from it at the least. Woo! Big one jumped up there. Put the bell on the black rod since it's a little harder to see. Didn't really miss that white rod going down. It's pretty obvious. Okay. There's Jerry with a G. Welcome in Adventures and Stories with F4C. Yeah, we're catching the big ones today. Rod's behind, but somehow winning. Wow, 35.7 pound flatty for Linda. Butterflies and sunshine. 506, a morning bite. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. That's awesome. Tell her congrats if you talk to her before I do. I'll try to tell her myself if I track her down. All right, Rod's back, all caught up. Rod's behind in chat, but winning, still winning. Maybe he was guessing the first weight. Could have sworn I heard that bell, but I didn't see that rod move. See if it goes down. You get a drink here. Got 35 thumbs up. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one, Skeeter. He wasn't really long. I mean, he was big. But when I saw his length, I'm like, oh, man, I'm really struggling here. And then when I missed him netting it twice, I'm like, he was so wide he hardly fit in the net. So he was kind of twerking himself off the net. As soon as he'd touch it, he'd do one flex and he'd be gone again. I'm sure they make different nets, and for those big boys it probably makes a difference, because I was struggling to get him in that net. Yeah, not only did we see a lot of carp in here, but we saw some real tanks. And I'm sure he was one of them. I don't know how big they got, but I saw some tanks in here. And that got me pumped up to make the trek into this spot. Yeah, we fished it Monday. And they were just kind of, that was the first time I've even fished this section. And we did good on the member live. Kind of left them biting. It was like they didn't even know what to do when we first got here. It took a while for the action to get started. And Tuesday was just insane. 10 carp here. We hit them so hard on Tuesday, we decided to take a break yesterday and fish somewhere else just to let these guys chill out. And today we just moved slightly above the hole we were fishing. They kind of roam all around in here. I don't know how many we got today. Maybe 4 now? Everyone's live right now. Yeah. It's usually at night when everybody's live. I'm like the hooky crowd. Everybody playing hooky from work, come watch me. You guys know that are always in here. I do 10 to 2 just because I get the kids on the bus and I get them off the bus. I cook breakfast and I cook dinner for the fam. I don't pick 10-2 for the fishing hours. And in summer, I kind of switched it up and we do what's right by the fish. So you see us in the early morning and at night usually popping up with the kiddos. But we got to have a routine with school and all that stuff going on. And honestly, in the winter, 10 to 2 is pretty good. Especially for trout, which I'll be chasing soon. Once it gets real cold, they actually only feed, you know, when it's slightly warmer, they get a little active. Yeah, I think I scrolled through you, hit your thumb up there. I didn't say nothing because I didn't have time. I was busy. I made a few visits this morning that I don't normally do. But I'll get caught up with you. I always got somebody running, man. I always got somebody running. Eddie was like pimping me out, man, on his channel. So I had to hang out there for a couple minutes. A couple people are here in the chat today from Eddie at Lugo's Studios. I don't know, I just hit it off with Eddie. We had like the same personality or something, I don't know. Rod, you did win a sticker, bro. If you can send me an email, I don't know if you have my email yet, but I wrote your name down. I'll track you down. But my email is is Holitna. It's a river in Alaska if you got to Google it. Holitna, River Lodge, all one word, at gmail.com. It's a mouthful. You want a sticker. You want a sticker. Yeah, I'm horrible at counting fish. I usually have Stuart here to count fish for me. White rod looks, did that just bend over a little bit? Maybe not. It's super tight. You can't beat this though. Fishing, early fall day, beautiful sweatshirt and shorts, middle of the day, and catching giants. Can't beat it. Appreciate everyone hanging out. You guys are awesome. All hour 44 minutes live. 35 thumbs up. Stuart's still counting. 4 fish. All right. Cool, cool. Thank you, Andy. Tell him I appreciate his mathematical skills. I'm easily distracted. I gotta keep drinking water. This is the easy part of my day. I'm supposed to eat and hydrate while I'm doing this. Oh yeah, white rod is rocking. Might be a turtle the way it's so tight there. I'll be over on Mom and Son Train Rail Fans live at 2 p.m. today. As soon as I hop off of here, I'm going to go over there. Try and keep my battery charged here. I guess I'll be in my car driving when she goes live. Ooh, black rod, black rod. Didn't hear no bell. Hey, these grips are working. They're not great, but they're a whole lot better than no grips, that's for sure. Time we got 1:44. I'll probably check them. Let's say 2 hours, 10 minutes. I'll check them. That white rod, I'm not sure if that's doesn't look right to me. Hey, Ralphie, welcome in. Yeah, I seen that twitching. There might be a turtle sitting right on the pack. Just missed a monster. We got a 22-pound goldfish out here. Well, carp, but just a tank. All right, Will, I'm gonna bite into my apple, so one of these rods will go down. That's why I bring a cooler of food with me. As long as you keep eating, the fish keep biting. That's the way it works. Oh yeah, the carp hole, Aaron. Yep, just got a 22-pounder out of here. We're up to 4 fishies today. And about to get a takedown because I'm going to start eating an apple. And you know you can't put an apple anywhere where it doesn't get muddy quickly. So this is guaranteed takedown. I only remember weighing 3 fish. I don't think we weighed the first one. And then we had 11, 12, and 22. I keep fishing here. Next year they're going to be all 35 pounds. I'm telling you. Bring a bucket of food every time I fish here. Dwight, what's going on, buddy? As usual, you just missed all the great action. 22-pounder just came in. Appreciate that, Aaron. Hope you have a great day too, bud. Ralph, did you ever get out? I think you were planning on going out maybe last weekend or weekend before that. You were going to try a fishing trip, I think. There's so many carp in here. They're just spread out. You get commotion like that and you get a lull in it. I don't know it's even worth moving around because I feel like I know the carp are moving because I stood across on that rock up there and you could just see them coming and going. And they weren't really staying in one spot. They're just kind of cruising all around. Dwight's sitting at the car shop getting my car worked on. Rough, man. Rod's switching to his laptop. Yeah, it's a nice scenic view for the laptop. Nice scenic view. I hope that big turtle, there's a turtle in here the size of a truck. I hope that's not what's on that white rod. That rig will be done. There we go. Holy crap. Holy crap. He pulled off of that one. Too much drag. I had to tighten the drag up. I should have loosened it back up. Let's see if he comes back. I had to drag super tight. Damn. Slam that one. That was too quick for a turtle. That was definitely a carp. You see that, Jerry? The carp hit it doing 20 miles an hour. The rod was just slammed. Yep, 22 pounds, Alan. Alan might be behind in chat. I'm not sure if he's just seeing that. Stuart usually has the after party show on his channel at 2. But since I'm going over to Mom and Son's Train Rail Fans at 2, he's going live. He's the Sideshow Stu today. He's live over on his channel, so you can pop back and forth. Black rod's dancing. The rod on the right was just jiggling. One of these rods is going to go any moment. Sometimes what happens, Jerry, is they're eating the pack bait. The hook's not even in the pack bait. And some of these big ones are big enough to take that whole pack bait in their mouth, like the one I just caught. Either that or they're on the pack bait and their tail kind of hooks it a little bit, but it just kind of like snags on them a little bit. Because you'd figure if that hit the hook and didn't hook up, it probably wouldn't bite again because it was probably a painful experience. But a lot of times I'll get that knock and then within 10 minutes that rod will go down. So I think they're just bumping into the line, or you know, they're not like, I don't think they ate the hook and spit the hook out. Hey Ace, welcome, welcome. Yeah, having a great day here. Having a great day. Hope you're doing good. We got 4 common carp. Biggest, oh, weight rod's shaking again. There you go. Biggest so far is 22 pounds. I don't normally weigh my fish, so I really don't have a good idea of exactly what that means. We usually fish with high banks and hard to get to spots and not ideal. And you can't even bring in a ton of, I bring in as much equipment as I can, but I don't have like the ooh, go down. Look at that slack. Let me go play with that. Yep, he's there, he's there. He is there. Woo! Go down. Might get a double here. Black rod's going. He's over by that big, he pulled out. He pulled out. I had to, he was going to that tree. I think I just pulled the hook. I might have broken off. Another big one. There's a big tree down there, over there. I was trying to be as aggressive as I could. I can't even pull that line out. That's how tight it was, and he was peeling drag. Damn. I don't break off often. And that's probably the first time this year I've broken off. But he used that current perfectly. Cut 45 degrees right to the log. That's what the big ones do. They're smart. Put a 50 gram on and a size 4. I don't do that often. We got a heavy current out here, which makes it tough. A lot tougher than normal. Not like you're fighting them in a pond or something, you know? That was a good fish. I just tightened that drag as much as I could, but if I didn't tighten it, he was going to go behind those trees anyway, so it was a catch-22. He played it perfectly. I could put 30 pound on, but I never get hit on 30. I'm re-rigging, guys, behind the camera. Get this one back out as quick as I can. Line broke, knot didn't fail. It was just the line just broke. Okay, it's a fake corn and I'll be back to chat. We'll get this one back up and running here. I should have went out. I should have went out. I could have walked out there and ten things I could have done better on that one. Stop. I hate the green ones. You can't even see them. Out of like the yellow ones. Drop them on the ground, you can usually find them. Green and clear ones are like invisible. It's a gray herring out there on that rock. I'm not sure if you guys can see that from your angle or not. On that rock face, right to the left of it. I'm going to cast this a little bit closer to me this time. If he comes out there, you'll have a little bit further of a run to get to that log that's down. That's crazy. I can't even pull that line. He was pulling that thing out like it was nothing. That was a big fish. Usually I can kind of guesstimate. And I kept tightening that drag up, and he was peeling it out so fast. I was like, I guess I got it pretty darn loose, but I didn't. Well, I'm definitely using the green ones, Wendy. Yeah. Ernie, welcome in, welcome in. Yep, they know where every snag is. Ace saying hi to Wendy. Raptor saying fish on. I mean, that was, not to get all nerdy, but that was like absolutely perfect because the current's coming down this way. And he went down on a 45-degree angle and just ran right to it. And I just kept tightening him, but he got there before I could get him off of it. Either that or it broke completely. I don't even know if he hit structure. It felt like it might have just snapped, but he was about at the log anyway. And it looks like a telephone pole. Like, you see the size of these trees. It's one of those that's underwater over there. But that's why the fish are here too. So you got to put up with the structure in this area to catch fish. Martine's in the house. Welcome in. Food from afar. Good to see you. Having a pretty solid day. It's another seabird. Is that a gray herring? Yep. Right down the river. Rainy UK again. You guys get a lot of rain over there. Seems to me anyway. One Life Man said, I just bought a blind cave tropical tetra for my aquarium. They swim. They can see. Amazing fish. Yeah, that's wild how they use their other senses. And like sharks, they say sharks like don't really use their eyesight much at all. They go on that lateral line, feeling vibrations and stuff like that. Yeah, that was a rough one. There's Mindy, Coastal Water. Welcome, welcome. Skeeter's still hanging out. He was at that structure before. Basically, man, yeah. You know, where you see that water going in the line, he's 20 yards behind it, that's for sure. Yeah, that's, now, wet weather. Hopefully we have a bit of an Indian summer. Oh, man. We'll see if that white rod goes. It's a little shallower than I want, but it would make my life a little easier if I can catch them there rather than all the way out on the structure. When I was looking, they were all spread out. They weren't just on the structure, but there was definitely more on the structure than not on the structure. Back to my apple. $39 thumbs up. I got 23 awesome folks hanging out. Hope the view's good on your side. Looks pretty cool here. Appreciate it, One Life. I'm pretty spoiled. I only live a couple minutes from here. But this specific hole, no idea there was this many fish in it. Just kind of was going for a hike looking for spots, and we were up on that high ridge with the sun high in the sky, and it was like looking into a fish tank. I was like, holy cow, look at the size of those fish. You gotta put your time in. Gotta get outside and explore and find stuff. Black rod will get 10 minutes. That's been out there a while now. Haven't really seen any big hits on it though, but seems like the lower spot's the one producing. So maybe I'll throw a second rod, both rods on the lower hole. I don't know why they always hit the light line. Could hit the 20 pound, but nope, hits the 12. This is our fall, so the weather's just beautiful today. It's probably about 70 Fahrenheit, I'd guess. A little bit of a breeze. The water's still warm enough you can wade in, so just get here was pretty easy, just walking across the water. When the water comes up, then it's like a 4-mile round trip hike to get to this spot. If you want to stay dry, or you got to put the waders on. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. It just said going live. That was weird. Hope you're all still there. I hope I didn't lose you guys. Sometimes it'll come back and look like I'm live, and I'll talk to myself for 10 minutes and it won't be live. Alright, Will's still here. Alright, cool. I don't know what that was about. I did touch the screen, but I don't know. My fingers aren't wet or anything. It just went haywire. Dumb phone. $2.10. We'll wait till 2:15, and I'm gonna. I feel like every time I come up with a time, we get hit before that anyway. But I'll say 2:15, so 6 minutes. Check that black rod, and I'm gonna cast that one down closer to this guy down here. Since we went in pretty shallow with or close to us, I should say, with the white rod, I'll cast the black one out further so that we can kind of hit straight across in different paths. I don't know what to call them. Not water columns, because we're going horizontal. Different channel, that's what I should say, different channel. There's definitely 2 channels with a hump in the middle here. My screen froze. That's all right. It looks the same anyway. Hasn't been a fish on it in 10 minutes, so. You're heading down Monday. You're going to be down there with NJ. NJ Maniacs going to the shore. Travis. Yeah, I can't pull that one off. I'm still trying to get back in the routine. Kids in school and all, homework, and I Yeah, I think he meant I froze for that second that I was probably trying to get back on. That one that got away went out and told his buddies. Told all his buddies about me. I'm going to take one of these hooks and do a water test. I'm going to put it in water and see how long it takes to rust out. So I know the rig, I don't use a stopper, so I know that the method feeder, the heavy weight, will fall right off. So all this poor fish has is a hook in its lip, which hopefully comes out pretty quickly. It doesn't have to sit there and rust out. But I'm always curious about that, how long it takes. Man, I wish I could do some of that stuff. I see some of you guys over there going after the squid, and it looks awesome. Do you like go out and like shine the light and wait till the plankton comes in and the squid come up and I guess you hook them? Little breeze just kicked up. Hopefully it's not gonna stay this loud. There's Lucy with her unicorn. Howdy, howdy. She's still hanging out with us. Hope you're having a good day, Lucy. Appreciate you coming in, stopping by, hanging out. Ooh, wind has definitely picked up. It's blowing upstream. Last 2 times we came down here, it blew downstream. If I were to be super confident in my fishing knowledge, I would probably head upstream and not downstream. When it's going downstream, there's like a dead end down there. I feel like it's going to push all the bait up there and the fish will go there. But since it's going upstream today, I don't know. I don't know if it's enough to override the current. I doubt it. On the way out, there's like a lower hole, and I looked at it real close because the other day I was here, that lower hole we've never fished was packed with fish. It was a little hard to see coming in, but I didn't spot a single one down there, so I didn't feel confident enough to set up down there. Figured I better stick to where I know there's fish, and then we can hit that on the way out if we wanted to give it an hour there or a half an hour there. You can fish like that, Bob. Not always needed. I had about 15 last night. Started getting the freezer filled with bait and food. Awesome. I've always run like an extra freezer because we hunt deer, and it's usually for like deer and meat and things like that. But I feel like it's time I need to invest in like a separate little freezer just for like the baits and stuff like that, a fish freezer. I'll start mixing up like meat that went bad that I'm going to use for catfishing, and it starts getting into our regular food. I'm like, all right, what's good and what's not? Like definitely need its own. I need to keep them segregated for sure. Hey Rod, welcome back. We're still at 4. We just broke off a monster. I don't know if you saw that. I couldn't stop him. And I got the 22 in. This guy he was gone. I kept tightening the drag on him and finally broke him off. So I'll probably, definitely going to hit this spot at some point. I'm going to hit it tomorrow, so maybe I'll respool. Maybe I'll go get some 30-pound line, and I probably won't catch nothing on that rod, so I'll probably come back with 3 rods tomorrow. I'll put the 30-pound line on one, and if it's not getting hit, then I'll put that aside and put the 20 back out. I think I've only ever caught 1 or 2 carp on 30 pound. They seem too smart for it. Okay, cool. Then you didn't miss nothing then. Except for me freezing up for a second. Alright, Martine, enjoy your dinner. I use mono here. We have so much structure that the braid, I feel like the braid just will snap with the rubbing. So the mono definitely handles the abrasion better. Unless you did like a braid. I don't like leaders and all that. You could probably, I know the guy I fish with, Nolan from Mission Discover, he uses braid and then just puts them on a leader. I just do mono or fluoro. Right now all my carp rods are rigged with like between 15 and 20, somewhere around there. Mono. That's the challenging thing about being a multi-species, is I'll pull these rods off and we'll go blue fishing down in the ocean. We'll be back catching carp, chasing muskie. You know, last night we were catching 3 and 4 pound smallies. We just change things up constantly. Maybe I need to invest and do a little research and try to get like a really good, strong carp line that people swear by. That'll be strong enough to bring in like a 30, 40 pounder. Just so if I bump into one of those giants, I actually can get them. Rod uses spider wire. Really? They don't, you catch them on that? I would think they would see the spider wire. Yeah, 15 pounds, kind of what I've always heard. 15 pounds is what I've always heard. But we're dealing with current. When you got the current, that's part of the problem. And then you got structure too. I've caught them like in the lake where I'm trout fish a lot of times in the winter. Now they're not going to fight as hard in winter anyway, but I've caught some pretty big ones with 4 pound fluorocarbon, you know, on my ultralight setup. And they'll run you wild. It'll take you 20 minutes to get them in, but there's not the structure out there and there's not the current. And some of this is actually a pretty wide spot. Some of the creeks that we target these big boys in, I mean, are like 6 feet across. They're tiny but deep. So when you don't have that line out and you only got 10 feet of line, it doesn't absorb the shock very well. But this is a pretty good spot to actually have a chance at one of those. It's just unfortunate that that tree is right where it's at. But like I said, I'm sure that's why there's fish there too. There's tons of little bass and panfish all over it too. I'm really thinking of relocating down. Let me think this through before I recast that black rod, if I want to move down there or not. It would be a heck of a view. You'd have the rapids right in front of the camera. Let me cast the black rod one more time. If we get nothing, then I say we make the move. swear I just heard a carp jump somewhere. I don't see the wake though. From spilling all the crumbs here, I've got a whole ton of little fish here. There's a healthy bait fish population here. Bait stop fell off of it. That's weird. Must have been a turtle playing with it. I don't remember seeing it get knocked around at all. All right. Give it another chance here before we move. Oh, I missed a lot of chat. Let me catch up. Braid's good if you need to cast big weedy pits. You need to cast 120 yards. Sounds right. Yep, you've had lines. Yeah, my brother used to get snagged rod. That's why I have a bad memory of spider wire. We used to spend all day trying to get his hooks unsnagged because he couldn't break the darn line. Yeah. Yep. I've been hit quite a few times from egg sinkers, especially salmon fishing. The lead core leader, is that just for like is that shock absorption, Ace? Would that be what that's for? Or would that be more for like friction? Like to prevent the case where he wraps you around something. Once saw a guy take the sinker right between the lookers. He ended up laying out cold on the bottom of a canoe. 10-pound mono for ice fishing. Yeah, the biggest problem with ice fishing is just rubbing on the ice with the fish themselves. Like, we caught our big pickerel, 8-pound pickerel. That's how we got him in, like through the ice. He hardly fought. The cold kind of tames him down a little bit. 20-pound Berkeley Big Game Pro will handle all your needs for fish up to 50 pounds. How's that on visibility? That's actually, I think that's what I got on one of my catfish setups. But I actually took that reel off of the rods here. That's what I usually have on that tiger rod. It is 20-pound big game. But there for a while, it's the green color. There for a while, I just took those out carp fishing, and maybe I was just a lull, but I didn't do really well. So then I switched to like the 15 or 17 pound that's on this white one, and I started catching fish again. Rod was able to duck it. Cat and Jack, welcome in. Catfish and Dreams, welcome in. I read your chat. Getting shot, yeah. Thanks for coming in here, appreciate it. Cat and Jack slept in. Nice, nice. You got your, how's the chicken situation doing? Everything, all the other chickens still good? I heard your rooster. I heard the rooster took Probably was defending the hens. You lost you. I'd love to see fish UK style. Just feel it would make a big difference. Don't get me wrong. You're always at risk of losing fish. Yeah. I have to look up more exactly what that style is. Like, I've done the horizontals with the light. I definitely lost a lot of fish doing that. But I'm not sure exactly like what you mean by that style, like the details of it. I'd be very interested though, because I am going to do like a serious test doing just that. Nolan and I already did one of those studies, and we actually compromised and went with the method feeders, but the mono and the horizontal stand up. But that could have been based on bad information on what the UK style really is. More for snag friction. Gotcha. The lead core is more for the snag friction. About 3 feet leader. Gotcha. Had all 10 hens accounted for. Awesome. They won't come out of their hen house. Yeah, they're going to be freaked out for a couple days, man. The rooster kind of runs the show there too, so when they lose their leader, they don't know what to do. They'll adjust. Just take them a little time. So you just match a leader with the fluoro leader. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I know the carp are definitely line shy, and it's weird, even the carp that have never been caught. Like, we'll get to a spot that is just completely wild carp, no one fishes there. They seem to be just as line shy as, well, not as line shy, because we definitely see some huge ones, and they're really hard to get to bite. But they also are, you know, way more line shy than a catfish. Off to Costco for lunch, then I'll be on my way home. You like those Costco lunches, man. Enjoy, enjoy. Got 19 awesome people in here. 43 thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. We'll say 20 minutes. We'll give it 20 minutes here, and then we're going to move to that lower spot that I'm curious about. I just don't want to go down too early, because there's a chance there's nothing down there. It'll be beautiful, and there was a ton of fish there 2 days ago. I just don't know if there's anything down there now. It's a little more shallow as well, which I don't like fishing shallow water. I feel like they're all skittish there. They don't feed as well. Once you catch one, they all leave. I like the holes. Thing is, with carp, you need to be on your rods quick. You are very relaxed. Mono has so much stretch by the time. Yeah, well, this dirt here is like ice. It's like, literally, it's slippery as anything. That's why I'm as relaxed as I am, because I'm gonna fall on my face. It's like walking on ice. If you watch my videos or my other lives when I'm on the grass bank, I hit the rods real quick, but I get to them as fast as I can here without crashing. It would be good though if I wiped out. It'd probably be good for views. You know the deal. When you're trying to run the camera, and you got to sit 10 feet behind the rods. Otherwise, I would be sitting right on my rods. I'm not that far. I'm not that far from them. Since I gotta stand up and I gotta go around the table. The tripod's like right in front of me. Black rod's getting banged around here. It won't go if I stand up. I have to sit down. Fishing in live stream makes it so much harder. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it makes it harder, and it's also a jinx in many ways. A lot of times you turn the camera off and you start fishing better. I think it's just you kind of miss stuff. You miss the subtleties that when you're trying to keep up with chat. But if I wasn't fishing on YouTube, I wouldn't be able to do this every day either. So I will take that trade happily. Yeah, I think if we go there down and leave an hour and 10 minutes, that'll be ample time to give that other hole a good test. Take my sweatshirt off because that spot's going to be in the blazing sun. Probably be hard to read chat, but it'll look really good. The rods will be all lit up. Cleaning up a little bit so I don't have so much stuff to clean up. I didn't take it that way, Ace. I appreciate the info. I don't take it that way. I'm stubborn, but I always listen. You won't learn nothing if you don't listen. Dragonfly out there laying eggs on the water. Let's see if a bass tries to take it out. They love those things. Pick the bad spot to lay its eggs. There's a ton of bass in that hole right where it is. All of a sudden the rods are going silent here. Maybe we'll just give it 10 minutes and then we'll move to the lower hole. Got some hawks circling up there. Must be some roadkill out on the highway. We're going to stay live till 2 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be like a sharp cutoff. I got to get out of here on time. And then I got to pop up on Mom and Son Train Railfans channel. I've been asked to be on their panel right at 2 o'clock. So I'll end this stream and hop on that one and then hike out on that stream. or a rooster. You might be behind in chat, Cat and Jack. I'm not sure. You're still talking about chickens? You might be behind in chat somehow. I don't know. Or I missed something. Just also completely and likely possible. We got the right, or the white pole is in, oh, there we go, black one's shaking a little bit. We'll see if it turns into anything here. Black one's in the better spot, in my opinion. But I figured it was time to try a little bit closer to us just to see if that produced anything. Four is a decent day of carp fishing. It's just, man, they all bit at the same time. It's a tight bite window right there. I'd like to pick up a couple more on this side of things. All right, LG, have a good day, buddy. I'm chasing that flounder. Oh, man, that would be epic, man. Got the shift tea time. Check back later. All right, mate. Ace, I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate your advice. I did not take it the wrong way at all. I think I'm going to pack up the rest of the stuff and get ready to shift down the coast here. It's super comfortable right here, but I want to see what it does down there. I do want to test that spot out. I'm happy with 4, so it's a good time to go down there. If we don't catch nothing down there, we might not have caught anything up here anyway. But we'll test it out. Maybe that hole's just as good, if not better, and we'll know where to go next time. Sometimes you just think too much about it. You should just go where you think you should go and go. Just go and go. See if it's worth taking this off the stand and putting it on my chest. Probably just make 2 trips. It's really not far. Let's just do 2 trips. Put the rods in. I'm going to move you all further down the line here. I'll bring the 2 rods in. I'll walk you down, and then we'll leave you down there for about 2 minutes for you to entertain yourself. It'll save us time. Otherwise, if I break everything down and make 1 trip, it'll take longer than if I just make 2 trips. It's not a far walk. figure this out here. It's going to be a little shaky, guys. I'm going to pick y'all up. Get the tripod down a little bit. Let's see if I can get this table. This is my table. I found it floating out here when I got here. First time we fished this hole. Give you a better look here. This is what we're working with. Now there's the creek spills out here to the left. We're going to cross that and fish straight across down in, pointing with my rods in that hole there. I'm going to try to give you guys a view of that water if it works. There's Kevin's beach ball he found. We found trash and we just kind of kept it here for our entertainment. So we're definitely going to be fishing this. There's some big carp right here. I don't know if you guys can see that out there. There's some tanks right there, guys. I kind of want to give you guys the view of the water. Look at all the minnows here. That's how this current starts ripping. It doesn't really look like it until you get to here, and then you kind of realize this whole creek goes down this S-turn right here. And it's pulling, let me tell you. If it was any deeper, it'd be dangerous. So I'm going to try to sit you up right off that point. That's the goal here. This is just so shallow. But they're out there. I don't think you're going to get a view of this. Maybe you will. Maybe you will. I didn't lose you guys on that walk. You're all chilling, okay? Some of these pliers in the water. Not really gonna be able to see the rapids anyway. Let's see if we can get off the point. I hear you, Wendy. Skeeter, you heading out, buddy? How's that look, guys? Look okay? Let's see if we can get these. Next thing I'll be trying to get the rod holders in. Pure rock here. See if there's any dirt under there. I'll just have to build a little rock castle. We'll have to be very attentive. That should work. see how that looks. Take it back just a little bit. Yeah, I figured that was Stuart stole your phone. Alright guys, let me know how's that look. You good with that view? And I'll make a trip up right up there and get the rest of my stuff, if that looks good. You let me know. Meanwhile, I'm going to go grab the stuff because I got to bring it down here anyway. Let me get this stuff out straight away because I want to get the bait in the water as fast as possible, and then we will be back to having a friendly chat. Don't like moving around a lot when I'm not really set to move around a lot, but I do want to check this spot out. We already caught 4 carp, so honestly somewhere in the middle is probably more ideal, but we're committed. White rod out that way, this rod out that way. That's what I'm going to do here. We'll hope these rod holders hold. Really just have a bunch of rocks piled up around them. Not much of a soil base here for them. But it's pretty calm water down this way. And it's shallow. winds have shifted though. The winds shifted back down this way. Take my ice cleats off. These are the cleats. These little nails sticking out of it. I don't need to wear them down to nothing on this rock. Not necessary here. Let's get this back beat out. These are turtles down here. Right on their head. We literally put it right on their head. A couple in there, sure. All right. Hey, $5 from Rod. Thank you, buddy. You don't know how much I appreciate that. That is awesome. Appreciate that so much. You get your spike cleats. I need a pair. Trying to think where I got these from. Huh. And I'm not sure. I mean, this is the style I like because I have the same style of tires that are studded. That's why I went with them. They're pretty good. If you're looking for ultimate traction, I would go with Yak Tracks. They're like the spring variety. Look like you're running around with springs in the bottom of your feet. Those are even better, but these are more comfortable. Definitely harder to see chat, so I'm going to act like a blind person here, but I will see it. Yeah, thanks, Rod. I think we're going to get something here, guys. There's a good pocket of fishing here, and I was walking down, I could see them all. I probably would be better served setting up right on that side, but I do like the idea of putting that white rod all the way down there because I can see them down there. It's just, they're so shallow. If I catch him, I'm going to be heading, I'm going to have to get pretty far out there. There's a lot of shallow water between me and the deep spot. Here's a good view of behind me. Going down the current. You see the ridges. That's where we hiked in from, up over that mountain. And the other side of that, give you guys a hint of where I'm at. The other side of that, just so you know, the elevation is a ski mountain. You can ski to the other side of that. That's kind of where we're located. So just to give you an idea, there is some pretty good hills in this spot. Nothing crazy. It's not like the Alps or anything, but relatively speaking, it's a lot for this area. They were not a lot. I would say $30 tops. They're not a lot. You can probably go on the Amazon. Like I said, like let me see if I can see this. There's just a little tiny thin metal spike. And so it gives you pretty darn good traction. It bites right through the ice. Like I said, the springs are a little bit better, but they tend to like you roll your ankle on them sometimes. They just hurt a little bit more walking on them. They're annoying. I'm going to put the exterior power bank on, guys. I got to open this up. Bear with me. Let me bump the phone a little bit doing this. Yeah, so it's a compromise. It depends what you want. If you want ultimate traction, I'd go with the Yak Tracks. If you have soft snow on the top, yak tracks are great too. But if you're dealing with just solid ice, yak tracks will drive you nuts. It's pretty cool. I can see the fish coming up into the shallows. You can see them just swimming through here. The plane. Tomorrow we're going to fish these rapids. We're going to go down the old canal. You keep picking the phone up. So when this was a dam, I don't know if you can see all the way down there, that's where the water used to flow. And then when they opened the dam up, this is where it flowed. So it completely changed the way this creek flows. For the good and bad. I mean, it cut a deep hole through that ridge. That's just the wind. Holy cow. Sorry guys, just hit a strong gust of wind. There's a ton over there, guy. I started walking out because I'm like, I think I see shadows all over the place. They're right up on that shade line. We really need to be out in the middle of this creek. It's just rock. There's not enough. It's not a good spot to set up on. Give it a few minutes. I want to get that white rod up there. That's definitely the hole. I better drink some water. Hey, Gas Blast, welcome in here. Just moved spots. I'm into a sunnier spot. A little harder to read chat. I'm sorry, but welcome to the club here. And looks like Jakku. Yeah, nice little tug there for sure. Welcome in, guys. Glad to have you here. Just one for trout fishing rivers, mostly rocky bottoms. Yeah, sometimes the felt bottoms work better depending on the area, if you're allowed to use them. But they grab these rocks pretty good. If I had the money, I would get a wading boot that's made for it. Yeah, it doesn't let you post like other websites on here. Rolodex cleats at Walmart. Yeah, check that out. Gary, I almost said Gary again. Jerry. Three hours. We got an hour to make this happen in this spot. It's such a tricky spot to get to. There's so much water between us and where the carp are. and there's nowhere to really secure the rods. I just never have luck in shallow water either. I don't know what it is about the shallow water. I can see 100 carp in shallow water and I won't be able to catch them. Go to the deep water, I have no problem. $11.99 at Walmart. Very cool. Cast Blast, we are fishing in Pennsylvania here. Eastern side of the state. We're carp fishing. We caught 4 earlier. These are wild creek carp. They fight like tanks out here. The biggest today was 22 pounds. A good bit of current, so they use, you can probably hear the current right next to us. We're sitting next to the rapids. We're only going to give this another 5 minutes and we're going to recast, and I'm going to walk out there and make sure I hit that shade right up on the other bank. That was a good one. I usually don't bring a scale. Glad I brought the scale today. That was one of my nicer ones. Caught a couple bigger ones earlier in the week, last week, but that was a good one. Definitely top 5, probably top 3. We're multi-species, so we fish all different species, and we've got good carp fishing close to home, so I do a good bit of that. We also have good smallmouth bass fishing. A lot of good creeks around here, but for lives, it's hard to do the lives doing the creek fishing. Once in a while I'll mess around with it, but I much prefer to set up behind poles for catfish or carp and have a nice chat with everybody, then bounce it around and give everyone a headache. Yeah, I use pack bait and hair rigs. I got a playlist, a how-to playlist is the title of it, how-to. And there's all the recipes I use for the pack baits and hair rigs. But yeah, it's a method feeder hair rig with fake floating corn off the loop, basically. I'll show it to you in a second when I bring them in. Pack bait's just sweet corn, strawberry jello, panko breadcrumbs, and then I add anise, coriander, and vanilla. Sorry about the wind, I'm sure it's noisy. It's really picked up over here. We were kind of sheltered from it up there, I think. Yep. Probably should have stayed where I was. Nothing to block that wind coming down the straightaway. Yeah, that's kind of my go-to for sure. I've played around quite a bit with different things, but I always come back to this setup. Easy to make. Packs nice, holds tight, doesn't smell. It smells good actually. It's a little sticky, drives me nuts when you mess up your rods and your boat. I wouldn't put pack bait on your boat. I made that mistake once. It's never quite the same. Yeah, the wind's about to blow that pole over. Trying to think what to do with this setup here. We're on a rocky beach, so now it's not slippery, but give you an idea, there's a log about to go down the rapids. A little more current than it might look when we're set up on the top part. Pretty good current sweeping through here. Going down that right there. Let's get these rods recasted and we'll anchor them down a little bit more. Let's do the white one first. That one just had a little, I was sworn that was a little knock. So today I'm running 50 gram method feeders, a thread leader, loop off the back, hair rig, bait stop, floating corn. Floating corn I think is a very important step. I wouldn't skip on that one. I've done some underwater videos with the pack bait and how it dissolves, and it looks so good in there. You can just imagine a carp coming up on the pile and picking that floating corn right off of it. Just stick it in like that so it just comes up like that. Look for some bigger rocks. I don't want to mess around with little rocks. Not my proudest setup, but hopefully it'll work. See them out there, look like battleships swimming around. All right, here we go. Gonna have to get to them pretty fast so I don't lose a rod. Yeah, wind was Stewart. Yeah, Cast Blast, I don't remember connecting to you before, so if you could watch a video and connect, like leave a comment, I'll make sure I connect over to you. It looks like your name's Sam. Appreciate you coming over. You're not V8? No, you're not V8. You're in a different part of the country. I think you said you were in Tennessee. There's a Sam, but he's under V8 velocity. But he does fish. Hey, Native. What's going on, Sean? Welcome in here, buddy. We got 4 today, kind of all at once. Feels like a slow day of fishing, even though we got 4 carp. There's a water snake up creek. We got them all real, like, I don't know. I'm going to say like half an hour, 40 minutes. We got all 4 of them. We got a nice 22 pounder. Beautiful, fat one. The others, it was 11 and 12. We didn't measure the first one, but probably around 11. So not bad, solid fish, but I know there's more to come out of here, so. We broke off a giant today. That's the big story in my mind. We broke off a giant that we couldn't stop. I just hope we get another crack at that fish again sometime. We just moved spots, and I mean, I can see them out there. I just don't know if they're feeding. They're all the way across in the shade line. White rod just had a hit. Could be turtles. When you move in new spots, I feel like the turtles are the first ones that come down. Turtles find it before the fish. Oh yeah, it's cooling down big time. Good, Native's doing well. Glad to hear that, Sean. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of like kicking myself because I've got like 15 and 17 pound line, or 12 and 15 pound line, which is typically what I run, but I feel like if I up it too much, I'm definitely gonna not catch the numbers. But if you catch a giant, you have a better chance of landing it. We got good current here and lots of structure. The current is ripping pretty good out there. Yeah, we're getting down into the 40s at night now. I'll tell you, it gets a little chilly coming out here across the creek around 9:30 and get wet. It's a little chilly for sure. Today felt warmer. 2 days ago, I left my sweatshirt at home because I thought it was warmer than it was. We caught 10 carp that day, and I was shivering for the first 2 hours. Whoa, you guys see that one jump? Holy cow, that was a big one. Holy cow, you might want to rewind to check that one out. All right, there's a big boy down here. Yeah, I'll probably end up putting 20 on, give me a little bit closer to, because I've caught 35 pound flatties and even 50 pound flatties on 20 pound line. So I got a lot of faith in 20 pound line. But it's the structure that scares me here. big old oak trees laying under the water. And you see how big those trees are up on that ridge? They're the ones laying in the water too. If these rides go, I'm gonna have to get over there in a hurry. Got down in the 60s in Kansas. Said ride. My biggest flathead, 58 pounds, was landed on 30-pound fire line. Yeah, it's a nice flatty, man. It's a nice flatty. I was carp fishing when we caught our biggest one. I caught a flathead on corn. The only flathead I've ever caught on corn just happened to be my PB. You never know, man. You put your hook in the water, you just never know what's going to happen. That bait fish jumping over there. There must be a bass over there chasing too. I caught a nice 48-inch muskie out of this area too. A lot of people say this creek stinks for fishing, but it's hard for fishing. They're in here. It's just really hard. You got to do the work. It's a long creek. Let's see. Blackjack Creek in St. George. Sweet. Okay. Dragonflies out there laying eggs. Everything's trying to reproduce before the winter comes. Last chance, I guess. Yeah, we should be on the other bank. We just kind of experimented since we were live for a few hours and we caught 4 up there. Just have to be patient. Yeah, Sean, aren't you in Kansas? I think you live pretty close to Kieran, right? $65-pound blue was landed at Turtle Creek, River Pond area using 65-pound line. Man, I've never fished for blues. We don't have them here. I would love to get on some blues. I could probably drive about 4 hours and get to a spot that's got them, but I wouldn't know what to do when I get there since I don't really have them around. It's a big trip. I'd want to maybe go for like a 4-day weekend where I can kind of learn while I'm out there. I'm shocked we haven't caught this turtle yet. Someday we're going to get that monster turtle. It's the size of a truck out here. Someday we're going to catch that thing. Not looking forward to it, but it's going to happen. Welcome back. Yeah, I thought you were in Kansas. Nope. We just got those 4. We relocated, came down below the rapids. A huge one, actually. Probably another mid-20 carp just jumped out there. But it's a tough spot to set up over here. I regret my decision immediately coming down here. I should have stayed up where I was. But now we know, at least. Now we know. I won't bother. There we go. Never mind. Fish on. I'm going to see how he reacts when he gets into the shallow. Halfway, oh, that's a good one. Halfway across, it gets super shallow. Tried to convince him into coming over, but he doesn't want to come over yet. Uh-oh. Might get a double here. I do not want a double here. Just tangled up the other end. I think he's going to tire himself out there because he doesn't want to come into that shallow. I'm just going to have to be patient. See how shallow it is. When he runs, you can see there's weight. Drag him through this 3 inches of water. Get out of that current. Woo. It was a little bit of a challenge. That's a real strong current over there. I know it probably don't look like it, but it's ripping. He started lifting that out, wanted to go down there. Not as big as our other ones, but a very nice fish. I don't have my scale out, so we won't weigh this one, but I'd say 10 pounds maybe. But let's get her back in there. Get this one sorted out, get them both out there, and I'll be over to chat in just a minute. That's number 5 today. That was on my $25 Walmart combo rod right there. I sometimes fish out here with my $300 combo and my $25 combo. They both work. Get this one back in here. Well, the tower worked, I guess. It held the rod up long enough. Good enough. Good enough to hold up my $25 Walmart combo. They just ate the shallow. There's a spot right up there where I like a little bit better because it's got like a 3-foot drop off. And they fight like heck, but once they, you know, kind of calms them down, having that little deeper water right next to the bank. They get up here and their belly starts rubbing, they freak out. They don't want anything to do with it. you end up fighting the whole fight out far. Just have to be more patient than normal. See if we can get one more before we have to call it. I got to go over to Mom and Son's Train Rail Fan channel on 2 o'clock. I'll be on their panel too. I didn't do any homework. I'm not sure what we're doing over there. That rod is so close to being tipped over. The good thing is it's so shallow, if it does go in, I can probably run it down before it disappears. Let me get caught up. Will, I hope you were around for that one. Native said, St. George is a small town in Kansas River, about 7 miles east of Manhattan. Perfect timing, yep. Glacier. You missed a 22-pound mud salmon today, bro. Welcome in. Better late than never. You got 24 minutes. Welcome back, Jerry. Picked a good time. Now that, not as big, it's just super shallow. This whole thing's shallow except till you get on the other side. So they don't want to come in at all. They do all their fighting up and down the other side. They just refuse to come towards you. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Rod. Yeah, that's like salmon. Once they sent that current, I kind of used the current a little bit to get it over here because there's a deeper channel. But I knew the risk of doing that was he was gonna try to slip on downstream on me. So I figured I'd be able to turn its head. Yeah, didn't grab the scale on that one. Too bad, Stuart. Maybe if you stayed in my chat, I would have weighed it, but peace and long life, says Native. Have a great day, Sean. Awesome. Raptor is here. All right. I haven't seen Hookset Sam in a while. She's probably busy with school. And for a while, he was on a stretch where he kept coming in right after I caught fish. Yeah, like what Ace was talking about, you know, we were joking about how hard it is to fish while you're trying to record live. Like that whole bank, I could really fish that, but not with a camera. Like there'd be no good setup. Because I need the camera there and I need to be 10 feet behind the rods with the camera, basically. Yeah. Yeah, they like to fight in that water, for sure. Did you see the rapids? Jerry, I can show you the rapids right next to us. This whole, you see how wide this creek is? It gets pulled through the spot that's maybe 10 feet wide. So it's just a lot of current. Yeah, it's just cool. You did see it. Yeah, it just gets thrown out that way and hits that ridge. A big old cut bank. tomorrow we're going to fish that hole. I'm going to bring I'll bring 2 rods for carp, but I'm also going to bring the ultralight out. I'm going to do a little exploring before we post up for carp. I want to go down that canal trail. I need to get a gimbal so it doesn't bounce around. I hate bouncing everything around. Probably spend the first hour exploring downriver, and then we'll come up and do the 3 hours on carp up here. We may find carp down there, to be honest with you. We might. So I'll have to carry all my gear with me. I don't want to go down there and then have to come all the way back and get gear and go back down again. I just carry it all with me. Still got 11 people in, 46 thumbs up. I appreciate that. I try to set up, I mean, that's the only reason we really came down here, to be honest with you, to try the hole, but I thought we'd have a cool view for you all down here. I was hoping to be able to position it so you could see the rapids, but we're far from the actual carp here as it is. We'd be ridiculously far if I put you over there just to put you over there. Hopefully you can hear some of it though, over the highway. Not much in the way of catfish. There's bullheads. I personally haven't caught a catfish and don't know anyone who's caught a catfish in about 10 years. It used to be really good for channels. But Kevin, out of the blue last year, caught 2 channels. Oh, there we go. 2 channels in one night. So there's probably a few. But what's going on with this creek is since they knocked down the dams, there just isn't a lot of deep water left. Coupled with all the runoff from new developments and housing, there's not a lot of spots, crevices from the hide. It's kind of all getting silty. Hopefully it comes back to that one. I'll put the times of the catches in the comments section if you guys want to see the catches later today. Be a little bit later than usual since I'll be on a panel right after this on Mom and Sons. But I'll pop up, I'll rewatch the live. I can kind of skim through it and put timestamps for each catch. That black rod wants to go down. I feel like one's going to go down at any moment. There's the Army helicopter again. That's the second trip. Little bass chasing the minnows up in the shallow. He's about to grab the camera and turn it. He stopped as soon as I started. I came down here with another person or two, we could just take up that whole bank right up there. You're allowed 3 rods each. So if we had 3 people, we could put 9 rods out there. All spread out 10 yards apart. That would be pretty exciting. It would be a hopping. I might try to do that at some point. Let me go see, grab my other phone. I had this idea to do something. Ooh. Oh yeah. Wow, he came right at me. That was a lot of slack I had to get control of right there. He's on. He's heading out. He's heading out to sea. We got him, guys. We got a double here. Travis. Where are you, Travis? Pants are about to fall off. Good Lord. Come on. Oh, that's a good one too. Gotta keep the lines tight. Woo, Daddy. Come on, buddy. You're coming up here. I don't want to come up here. Oh, shoot. I don't even got a rod holder up. Come on, buddy. Come this way. He ain't a bad fish either. I think I lost one. Yeah, I lost that one. Okay. lost both of them. I'm done, guys. I'm done. He got down the rapids on me. Broke me right off the second he hit the highway. Passwater there. I hope you all enjoyed the entertainment. Oh, man. They were both big fish too. They weren't like I couldn't horse them at all. Well, we definitely coming back here tomorrow. You know, it's not like the action's so crazy that they couldn't take turns, but they got to hit at the same time. Oh, man. And I couldn't even just say, like, well, screw one, I'll just land the other one. Because the rod holders are crap because it's stone here. They don't work in the stone. Man. Two rigs gone real quick. Shoot, I got home, see if I even got any. I might have to reorder hooks before I go chase carp again. Here you go, minnows. Sometimes the fish win. Sometimes the fish win. Oh. I don't know. I don't know, guys. That was rough. That was rough. That was rough. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, Lord. All right, Jerry. I'll see you in the morning, Jerry. I'll be up 10 to 2. We'll be out here somewhere. What we got? 3:51. We got to get over to the other live soon. Let me see if I can find what I wanted to do. I don't want to say too much because if it ain't here, I got nothing to do. Just give me a second. I'm trying to find something, guys. No, I don't want to do this. Somewhere on here there should be files, but maybe there aren't. So my phone works different when I'm at home. This is my backup than when I'm out because it doesn't have the Wi-Fi. But it looked like it was saving it somewhere where I could access it. But it may not be. I thought if I downloaded it, it would be like where my photos are. I don't even see a gallery. There's photos. Maybe it's in there. Nah. That figures. That ain't gonna work. That was rough. That was rough. That fish played me out better than I could play him. I'm going to get up out of here. Hey, Hitch. Welcome in, bud. We just missed a bunch of chaos and me fighting 2 carp at once and losing both of them. It was fun, Paul. It was fun. One got into the current right there. Once they hit that current, they are gone. And the only way he got in there was the other one went that way. So they took me in 2 different directions. So I was trying to get that one before it went to the current, and so I pulled too hard and broke the first one off. And then at the same time, that one ended up getting down the current, and he was gone because I waited too long. But that's the way it goes. What I had was I had downloaded a fish poem. I thought everybody does prayers and different things in their lives, and I found some pretty cool fish poetry. So I was going to kind of end that, but I didn't download it correctly. So we'll have to start that whole routine tomorrow. I'm going to get up out of here. I got to get over to Mom and Son's Train Rail Fans. Stu, thanks for helping out today. Hope your live went well over there. I will be back somewhere around here. The plan's going to be to fish. We're going to fish an hour with the ultralight downstream, do a little bit of exploring, and then we're going to come back up here and do 3 hours here. Awesome, Will. Cool. Yeah, it's all right, Rod. That's the way it goes. No big deal, man. It happens. I mean, they weren't giants. They were big enough. They were probably, 15-pound range. Just enough if they go in two different directions at the same time, you're messed up. You got nowhere to go. But live and learn. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you all for the super chats. Rod, especially, $5. Appreciate that, buddy. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves in the meantime. Had both. All right, Stewie. Enough of your trash talk. Time to shut her down. Come back in tomorrow, Stuart, so I can give you a hard time. Hit me when I'm leaving.